Welcome to Sheikh Hamdan's Fans official channel. We're honored to welcome you back to a place where hearts connect over the stories of royalty, resilience, and romance. This is your go-to destination for the most heartfelt narratives from Sheikh Hamdan's world. Stories that are not only royal but deeply human. Today, we embark on an emotional journey as we explore a soul-stirring poem shared by Sheikh Hamdan on his Instagram. A piece that carries within it the essence of undying love, sacred memory, and eternal hope. The poem that touched millions of hearts in the vast world of poetry. There are verses that simply pass through time, and then there are those that etch themselves into the soul. Sheikh Hamdan's latest poem belongs to the latter. It has touched the hearts of millions across the world with its raw vulnerability and celestial longing. The poem speaks of a love so profound, so spiritually rooted, that even death cannot dim its brilliance. It speaks of a reunion in the afterlife, of hope that stretches beyond this world, into the gardens of paradise. As we read this piece, we understand that it's not merely a poem, it's a confession of the soul, a letter written to the stars. Here is the English translation of the poem. Sheikh Hamdan hopes to meet her in heaven, greater than in heavenly realms. Where love resides, I hope to find you, my heart's pride. Though parted now, in this earthly life, my soul yearns for you, my endless strife. In dreams, I see your lovely face, a fleeting glimpse, a wistful pace. My heart beats fast, my soul takes flight, longing to be with you, in love's pure light. The world may part us, fate may divide, but in eternity, our love will reside. In heaven's gardens, where love blooms free, I'll find you, my beloved, and cherish thee. A love beyond time. Hadi Zen and the Crown Prince. The emotional depth of Sheikh Hamdan's poem hints at a love that has weathered storms, endured silence, and stood resilient through separation. The name that echoes in his silence, the one who seems to live in the space between his verses, is Hadi Zen. Their story is not just about love, it's about destiny, sacrifice, and the deeply rooted emotional ties that never loosen their grip, no matter how far time and circumstance try to stretch them apart. Hadi Zen, a name whispered with reverence in the royal corridors of memory, seems to have left an indelible mark on Sheikh Hamdan's heart. A bond that refuses to fade. What makes this connection truly unforgettable is the consistency of emotion. Despite the passage of time, despite the royal obligations, and despite the expectations placed upon Sheikh Hamdan's shoulders, his feelings remain strong and unwavering. The poem reveals the longing of a man who, despite being surrounded by opulence and prestige, still feels the ache of lost love. A man who dreams not of palaces but of moments shared in silence, in nature, in the sanctity of love. Poetry. The language of his soul. Sheikh Hamdan has often chosen poetry as his medium of emotional expression. His words, steeped in metaphor and imagery, are more than just art, they are windows into his heart. Through these verses, we see his vulnerability, his compassion, and his unwavering commitment to the memories of Hadi Zen. Each line in the poem carries the fragrance of longing, the colors of memory, and the tears of unspoken words. The emotions are delicate, yet powerful, like a whisper echoing across eternity. Unseen struggles behind royal walls. Being a royal doesn't exempt one from pain. In fact, it often means enduring heartbreaks in silence. Sources suggest that Sheikh Hamdan made sincere efforts to preserve his relationship with Hadi Zen, but the path was not easy. Circumstances, some political, some cultural, and some deeply personal, seem to intervene, pulling them apart. Even in a world where everything is within reach, love sometimes slips through the cracks of fate. Sheikh Hamdan's efforts were tireless, but some battles are not meant to be won, they are meant to be remembered. Fate, family, and the heart's silent battle. The departure of Hadia Zen from Dubai appears to have been heavily influenced by her family's desires. Her absence echoes in his actions, his words, and especially in his poetry. The power of love to shape destiny. Despite it all, Sheikh Hamdan's emotions remain a source of strength. They have influenced his journey, both as a man and as a leader. His choices reflect compassion, patience, and an understanding of life's bittersweet nature. His poetry is not just an outlet, it's a tribute to a woman who once held his heart, and perhaps still does. A glimpse into the royal heart. This poem allows us a rare peek into the private world of Sheikh Hamdan. A world filled not just with ceremonies and royal duties, but with longing, memories, and love unfulfilled. It is this contrast between his public life and personal emotions that makes his poetry so powerful. The lasting legacy of the poem. Sheikh Hamdan's poem will be remembered not only as a piece of art but as a monument to timeless love. It's the kind of poetry that will be passed down through generations, not just because of who wrote it, but because of what it represents. Love without conditions, without boundaries, and without end. A royal poet in the modern world. In an age of fleeting emotions and fast-paced lives, Sheikh Hamdan reminds us of the value of feeling deeply. His poem, rich with Arabic poetic traditions, bridges the gap between royal heritage and modern emotional expression. He is a royal poet, graceful, tender, and authentic. A message that transcends life itself. Ultimately, Sheikh Hamdan's message is one of eternal hope. That even when this world falls away, even when time does its cruel work, love can still endure. In the gardens of heaven, he believes, they will meet again, where no force can divide them. Let's reflect together. We'd love to hear your thoughts on Sheikh Hamdan's touching poem. What emotions did it evoke in you? What do you think of this everlasting love story? Share your reflections in the comments below. Let's make this a space for heartfelt conversations. Stay tuned for more royal stories. This has been a deeply emotional episode. But there's more to come. Our channel continues to bring you the latest from Sheikh Hamdan and the royal family, as well as the hidden stories that shape their lives. Thank you for being with us. We thank you for joining us in this emotional journey. Until next time, remember, love is the most royal emotion of all. Subscribe, share, and stay connected. The